Welcome back to The Pursuit of Living Well. I know it's my third day wearing this. Not really my third day. It's a third lesson in a row of me wearing this. I just recorded a bunch after my yoga because I had some time. And now we're on to lesson 17. I see no neutral things. Yesterday, I have no neutral thoughts. Today, I see no neutral things. This idea is another step in the direction of identifying cause and effect as it really operates in the world. You see no neutral things because you have no neutral thoughts. It is always the thought that comes first, despite the temptation to believe that it is the other way around. So, in applying today's idea, like the others, you say to yourself, I see no neutral things because I have no neutral thoughts. I see no neutral things because I have no neutral thoughts. I see no neutral things because I have no neutral thoughts. And then you're going to open your eyes and you're going to look about you and you're going to rest your eyes upon something and you're going to say, slowly, consciously, mindfully, I do not see a neutral door because my thought about this door is not neutral. It's hard to remember all that. I do not see a neutral artwork because my thoughts about this artwork is not neutral. I do not see a neutral fruit bowl because my thoughts about this fruit bowl are not neutral. I do not see a neutral kombucha bottle because my thoughts about this kombucha bottle are not neutral. You get it after a minute. 3 or 4 times today. It takes about a minute and a half. And simple enough. It's pretty much continuing what we did yesterday with the idea that thought precedes seeing, and the exercise applies to therefore both thought and sight. Tomorrow you're not alone in experiencing the effects of your seeing. You are not alone in experiencing the effects of your thoughts. You are determined to see. You are determined to see things differently. We'll stop there. That's what's ahead. Some excerpts from the text. I'm not going to read today's text. It's perception versus knowledge, and it's error and the ego. And I'm not going to read it because it's very difficult to comprehend. Even for me, and I think for everyone, perception versus knowledge. So knowledge is the total, the level of thought that God would think, that the universe radiates at, that love would be. And there's no error in that. It's complete truth, and that's what we consider knowledge. Perception is when we are back and forth between deciphering what is false and what is true, what is fear and what is love. And when we see with fear, we see anything with the ego, with judgment, with attachment, with vengeance, with unforgiveness, with lack, with negative emotions, then we are just perceiving. That's what we call perception. And the reason why I don't want to get too far into it is because as you grow spiritually and you mature within this practice and mentally, you do feel like you know more. You do know more. You know that internally. You can feel that internally. And as you know more, your ego also starts to become as smart. It's always going to be your opponent. So there can be points where you think you know and you stop on that and it becomes a plateau of priding yourself on what you know. It's easy to do. I know it sounds horrible, but it's easy to do. The ego wants to believe that it's wise. So it will present its way in being wise. When really, if your ego is presenting itself as a know-it-all, then that's not knowledge. What I'd rather stress in this section is humility, and I would like to relate knowledge and humility, that recognize you will always be a learner. Even as you grow with knowledge, there will be more things to learn. So don't become the receiver of knowledge that's filled with pride that feels like a master or a guru or a, I don't know, whatever you want to call that know-it-all. I don't mean that offensively. And just perceive yourself humbly, someone who can share something, but there's going to be more for you to see. Even in those lessons that you're sharing, what you may know and the other person may not, there's a lesson for you there still. Maybe it's a path you are supposed to take. Maybe it's something creative. Maybe it's something, it could be anything that you realize. So look in every lesson with humility and question, what is this trying to reveal to me? Why am I here? Why is this person in my life? What am I meant to learn from this? What am I meant to learn from this? This is the best question you can ask yourself. If you want to start understanding yourself better, start to ask what's around yourself. What am I learning from this? Everything is a reflection of you. It's a mirror of your creativity, of whatever's meant to be for you, of your growth, of your life lessons. And then there's error in the ego, which is pretty much part of that conversation. Error is the ego. The ego is error, and it's okay when we go that way. We can atone for it, and we can come back to our center of our place of understanding, and we can correct it. There will be many ways that provide you to correct situations where you showed up with your ego. So when you have those intentions to really atone for what your ego has done, then opportunities will present themselves. So forgive yourself for being a human with an ego. Forgive yourself for not thinking correctly. Your thoughts are so habitual. You've had them for how long? You've learned them for how long? They've been habits for how long? So be patient with yourself as you are learning something new here. Always be humble, even when you feel like you're smarter than you were, spiritually wiser than you were. And that's all for today. I will be definitely in a new outfit the next time I see you for lesson 18. This is going to be my last one for the night. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.